Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Can the Roosters do it? Third and final map. It is going to be Mirage, and the knife round has been completed, of course. They'll be sat on the CT side. Take from that what you will. They've got a smoke kit combo on the back of ADK, but for now it's a 5-man execution from Monte. The smokes are deployed, one flashbang, and we're leaping out of the A ramp.
TJ looking to crack some skulls here, but happy to play that safe side of CT. Set up for the retake. Big flank coming through as well. Chell going all the way through T-spawn already. And Nedic looking to lock down jungle. Can he deal with the swing, bro? Can he get off to a better start so far? That's a big pick from Chell, who's shown his face on the flank now, and that's something that Monte need to worry about, so they need to find some kind of strength of position, and they're going to get that con control. ASAP falling in the meanwhile, TJ falling as he tries to make his way to site. Chell won't find any more, and Monte, finally, a pistol might be found. It's one kill away from happening. And they're going to swing this one together, ADK. Looking a little flustered towards CT, and that is that. Monte on the board in the pistol game.
Yeah, Chell making that big push around as soon as they realized, like, as soon as the comp came in for A, pushed all the way through T-spawn. I think you got, what, one out of that? Maybe could have been more, but definitely a place for him to be in that moment.
Yeah, only one frag found there on the Rooster side. It all comes crashing down, but they do have a force buy available to them, and an interesting one as well. Not the standard Desert Eagles 5/7's a bit of utility. They sacrificed Kevlar on 2 players here. TJP and Chelios going to be dropping for masses for ASAP and Netic. They're their best fraggers, and hoping they can do God's work here with the rifles in hand. It's unorthodox, but it's an interesting approach. We'll see what they make of it. And they've gone for an A stack as well. All 5 players on the defense here, holding towards this side of the map.
AK's out here for Monte. It's one of those rounds you can't put a lot of stock in Rooster to be able to grab with ease. That's for certain at this point. But it does look like Cat is going to be the presence. No one in the B site currently for the side of Rooster to sort of stop that. First contact going on there from Cat all the way towards Ticket. Nice dink onto SDY though. 8 HP. He's going to have to back out and play a little bit more conservative.
Monte postured to split B, and now with that bomb making its way back towards that short position, Warrior's just going to be dropping that flash to try and let them cross up, which will happen, and Rooster with 4 alive, certainly just going to be saving here. Yeah,
that's all they can do, unfortunately. A gamble stack from the get-go. Put all their eggs into one basket, but the Roosters will be sent packing. They have to hold on to the little they have here. Bear in mind, it's TJP with no armor as well. It's holding on to 2 FAMASs and the upgraded pistols. They'll get a second bite of the cherry going forward at least. And that's if Monte allowed them to save this much, because the hunt is somewhat on. They are exploring their options towards middle, and indeed the vent room as well, as Warrior will drop down. And in terms of Roosters' location, they're situated in towards the palace right now, so they should be safe in towards this chicken coop.
As a Rooster does.
Yes, indeed.
Safe in its coop. A little bit of a hunt there, but it's going to turn into a bloodbath. They show face in the palace.
They are checking everywhere but the palace. So ASAP might go down. He's not in the strongest position, all things considered, but he might be able to live to tell the tale. Apparently not. DemQQ takes him down, and just to write home about.
Yeah, Nedic only had that USP in the back pocket as well, so there wasn't a sneaky extra weapon. So Monte should have a bit of a field day moving into the 3rd, but it's a crispy start to map number 3, and they are continuing the tirade that they left on Anubis.
Yeah, money not quite there for the side of Rooster. This time they want to hedge theirs towards B, it seems.
Here we go. Picking up the pace. Monte should have a bit of a walk in the park here. Taking damage en route though, not too much. Warrior down at 75. And just sort of utility here. The Molotov designed to flush any aggression out of the CTs towards the B bomb site. And speaking of which, we might have a B split here. Making their way up towards shore, confirming ladder room is clear. 8 Gs to clear out the close proximity positions here. And there's a bit of a stack. It's only pistols, but could cause some damage here with the bench player there as well. There's the first kill.
Yeah, that's where it starts to fall. I mean, if you look at this so far, 2 kills going in the way, 3 kills going in the way of Rooster, creating a big problem here for Waro and DemQQ. They start to head back towards A. Waro is going to be the next to fall. And so far, so good for Rooster. About no way back into this round for DemQQ.
Oh dear, oh dear. The B stack, the pistols, and they are yet to give up a single kill here. Recovering 2 AK-47s, like a little bit Chelios as well. And DemQQ will have a chance to make some damage happen here, but only one frag found. That's a great recovery. So saving the little they had, the Desert Eagle, the 5-7, and the FAMAS, it leads them to a very convincing round victory here in number 3. It's going to be 2-1, and back and forth we go once again, Mac. It was a war of attrition, especially on Nuke, and the Force by Wars continue here. As we see an AWP for Warrior 2K, to be fair, but Galil's otherwise. Bro has enough for an AK-47, but basic utility. So just one smoke for him, and this is where the game really starts to heat up once again. Rooster are on their feet after an eco victory.
Yeah, Rooster have plenty of util brought in here. Heaps that they can just dump and stop any early round aggression, but also plenty for the late round, depending on how they use it. And Monte looking like we are going to see them start to go for some late mid presence. Rooster, the 2-3 split, not too worried about mid at the moment, knowing Monte probably are going to put a lot of eggs in that basket.
You don't see that same sort of immediate cat mid presence from the side of Monte in this round. Obviously got a little shaky after that last one, so quite necessary.
Yeah, had their feathers ruffled. And for now, we are going to see that B split that wasn't too successful before. Attempted once again. They're at the ladder room. Make your way up towards shore. kRaSnaL patrolling towards the B apartments. Bomb is down. He'll have to go pick that one up. And Young is in towards a connector as well. So in terms of territory on the map, Monte are doing a great job here. It's a very passive setup from the CT side. They can't really believe their luck. They've had no interactions with the CT so far. In terms of the setup here, one towards the van position, one towards the balcony itself, and the B split will be initiated here with 40 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and it's that AWP holding the apps.
Yeah, AWP holding it. Not only that, but on the pixel line, and it's only the bomb solo coming through app. So if that bomb hits the ground, then the round could be going straight in the bin real quick. Smart ASAP going to be able to hold down short for the moment. And kRaSnaL could call the audible here, but Chell off that apps line. And he's so low as well.
They've called this one off with 20 seconds remaining. They've hightailed it towards the A bomb site. Rooster have read it well. They haven't taken the bait. They've actually rotated players over here. They're in a prime position to shut this one down. One more kill will do it. The bomb's still in connector with 9 seconds remaining. It's all done as kRaSnaL will have to give it up. Fall back, save the weapons. 2 rounds in a row for Rooster, and what a round to win as well. 5 players surviving. Barely took any damage. The passive setup pays dividends here, Mac.
Yeah, full faith in that setup. kRaSnaL never spotted in apps with the bomb, so there was no rotation off of those A-site members. They knew that Monte could potentially make their way back. There still was time, and Rooster locking it down, happy with what they take across to the next round as well.
All right, no blowouts here. Neck and neck. And once again, fully investing. 2 players not getting cash there. So just trying to balance out the funds here. They've got those 2 saved rifle, 3 pistols, and it's going to be the A pounds here. 3 players towards the palace. A couple of flashbangs, boys, and we're getting to the action. It's a relatively open site here. We'll see what they can make of it. First kill comes in for kRaSnaL, and there it is. Chelios will have to answer back with the AWP. Does well so far, but getting overwhelmed here as he delivers the second frag.
Oh, goes for the third. Just misses on DemQQ, but now has opened up the site for a little bit of real estate from Monte. Netic with a double. Does create a big problem for DemQQ. Kind of cut off and alone even. 1 shot towards the connector. Gets a second on the Netic. That's just 2 and 2 short even. We look at Rooster grabbing a third.
Yeah, DemQQ, in those 1vX scenarios, man is very dangerous, isn't he? He's still able to take a couple with him every single time, and you can see Rooster fully respecting that fact. They know that he's sharp. They know that he was shutting them down on the Nubis, and they don't want that to happen again.
If Chelios doesn't hit that second shot, it's a very different round. They'd have so much control of the bomb side at that point, so he held his nerve. He did the job, and they do take the lead as well, 3-2. That was another force buy from Monte, so partial at this point as loss bonus starts to rack up. But Rooster in the driving seat right now in the 3rd and final map here.
Yeah, moving that AWP off of B towards middle, gives them that flexibility to flex towards A, and they're ultimately able to shut it down. But right now, it's talking about an all-B affair for DemQQ even.
DemQQ.
DemQQ. Oh, you guys don't like it when I say DemQQ? Okay.
Well, you can do.
Well, I like it because I know Twitch chat's probably having a fun time with it.
Oh, of course they are. Shout out Twitch chat one time. Let's start counting to 100, I think, Twitch chat.
All the old classics. Well, for now, bomb is down. Another opening frag for the Roosters as the A split is continued by Monte. They'll go towards the connector position. Deagle in the hands of Young. That's pretty much all they've got here on the slight partial buy. Good control, good territory, but can they capitalize upon it?
Ooh, kRaSnaL. The 2-tap with the P250, always a dangerous prospect. And the 2-for-1 still favors Rooster here, make it a 4-for-1. And that's going to be the round. Rooster 4-2 now, not letting Monte get too far ahead of themselves, and that's 4 in a row.
Yeah, but Monte with the money. in this round, at least, that may be able to scrounge something together that looks like a competitive T-sided round.
Let's hope so. As after winning their first pistol of this series, Mac, it's 2-0 in their favor. They've given up 4 in a row now. Rooster building a solid defense here. And we've got the AWP for Chelios, a nice reservoir of cash going forward as well. ASAP posting 5 digits, almost $11,000. And here we go, round number 7 here, indicative as to where we're going with this half. Monte yet to show us what they're capable of on the gun rounds here. And we've got a more default arrangement here. Everything you might imagine, 2 towards middle, 2 underparts, and 1 patrolling any flanks towards the extremities of the map. That's going to be DemQQ as he looks towards Palace. So bomb down for now. CT's pushing for a bit of info here. He's going to shut us with the orb and gets a lot more than he bargained for.
Yeah, who would have saw that one coming? Bro landing a slick headshot onto him. AWP out of the round right now in this moment. However, space being taken by Monte.
Okay.
Quick spam through the smoke. Nedic finds one of them. Why not?
Good read on that position from Monte. And a belated trade. Bit of a lucky one, but it all comes down to understanding the timings and understanding where Monte are trying to go. You can see Rooster also, they must have read a tendency. There must be something going on that they know right now. Someday Young still lurking towards the bottom of mid, but Monte leaning back on their laurels, going all the way to A with a bit of a split setup. And Rooster, they are here for it.
Yeah, the numbers game is going to be right here in your face. 30 seconds almost left on the clock.
And they're making their way through the Palace position. This looks like a contact play. No execution here. It's going to be challenging for the Jules. And ASAP has been so good individually today. Continues that strong form. Convincing headshot there. But TJP will be dropped in the interim. So Young with a big flank here. Back and forth we go. Advantage maintains for Rooster. DemQQ once again the star player of the squad. Fighting back here, but it's not going to be enough. Rooster, hold that nerve and post 5 rounds in a row here on the CT side of Mirage. Money broken once again. No plant found. And Monte are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they grabbed that 3rd round. You could see Monte had to respect it a little bit more. They had to play a little bit more passive, but obviously, 5 rounds speaks for itself, and that's pretty obvious.
This is one of those rounds as well where, yes, it got super close. Rooster's economy taking a big hit. There's still plenty of money in the bank for a couple of the members, but a few more rounds like that, and Rooster could be knocking on Eco's door real quick. So Monte, with the half-bike, can keep up this pressure. kRaSnaL as well has been doing big work in both the maps so far for Monte, so he's going to go for that hero Galil and see if he can chip away at range.
I've got a weird feeling about this round. There's something I can feel it in my waters, Mac. Yeah, trust me, you might want to. The way they're setting up at this point, I don't know, like the boost up, it's undetected, and there it is. It's going to be that opening frag. Waro absolutely eviscerates ASAP here. Netic will pull one back, but the damage has been done. They've ruptured the defense, and they're behind enemy lines here. ADK is the one to pick up the pieces. He has to detect this player in spawn. I don't know. He didn't spot him. He did not see him. He tucked away in time, and now Waro has the information on at least one player. That's going to be TJP with the M4 in hand.
Yeah.
Oh no, he could get 2 here.
Waro getting the first kill, gets the second, looks for the 3rd on the ticket guy, and just has raised the alarm bells, but a ton of space grabbed by him. TJP holding on to the A side as best as he possibly can, but here comes Waro yet again. The Deagle out, and finally response from the AWP. 1-on-2, bomb planted in the A bomb site.
Mac, don't look.
I'm not.
Don't look.
This one is.
Do not look.
This wall looks real fucking good right now.
Chelios has a slight chance here. The bomb only just planted, 2 versus 1 up against Someday Young and Bro, neither of which have utility, so it comes down to the aim duels here. He seems to have an inkling as to where the first is positioned, but it will not help him whatsoever. It's all about that backline play from Waro, getting in towards CT spawn, nailing the 1-digs and getting a ton of information there. And unfortunately, Mac, I did call it. It looked a little bit strange that no one was watching window. The boost up comes through. This is where it all started to unravel. ASAP goes down window. And then the round fell apart.
The fact he could have got 3 there is wild,
Yeah.
Turning back and seeing Waro in that position, it's like, how? Just how? But it's happened, unfortunately, for Rooster. They left a hole, and Monte exploited it. Now, 2 rounds the difference. Looking like Monte aren't ready for the scrim at mid. Nedic going to be going straight through that smoke. Sap going to be able to come back with a little bit more, and they know that Bro is hanging around towards the top mid area as well, but couldn't quite find him with that spam. DemQQ going to be looking to open things up. Sap will fall eventually, and Bro might have found some space at mid, but that bomb's still down in T-spawn, so we'll see where Monte end up.
Okay. A recovery of sorts here. After disastrous round number 8. We're back into a 2-on-2 here. Bro levels the playing field. TJP King of the Palace right now, holding towards the A bomb site. ADK lacking information, knows he needs to join his teammate here, who is segregated. He's on an island as Bro continues his domination. 3 kills in the round, hungry for more. Creeps his way in towards the A bomb site. They've got so much time here to clear every crevice of the site itself. And it should be fine. You can see the CTs operating with 0 intel. They have no idea they are this exposed right now.
Yeah, look at Bro trying to get a foothold into CT spawn at this point. He might just catch... Oh, there it is. Right out their back. Turned almost with the whiff, but Bro, best ADK. And now all is left TJP. He is tucked away deep into the Palace. Mollied off currently.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Yeah,
goes to the peak.
He might be done for.
The way she goes even. That one's a done deal.
Yeah, that absolutely was, and that's another opening kill for Rooster that falls apart once again. Monte hold their nerve, slow things right down, Mac, and it's an absolute disaster towards the end. It is lacking so much information. You see Rooster operating with nothing there, chasing ghosts around CT spawn, hoping to spot one off guard, but again, it's Monte behind enemy lines, causing a bit of a ruckus, and we get into round number 10 here. It's Netic with the Hero M4, as we said, it's very meta in the current game right now, and we'll see if Netic can find any sort of damage. It's going to be a free attack from Monte. They're actually sending 4 players early on to this side of the map. With the MAC-10s leading the charge, I don't mind it whatsoever. There's a flashbang and the full commitment.
Oh, Molly's bloody everywhere, and ADK at least draws attention away from ASAP, who's going to be able to find one. Netic chimes in with the Hero M4 rather.
Indeed.
And that's not going to be enough. 3v2, TJP thinking he'll have a crack anyway. Unfortunately, KZ's skills need a tickle.
Yeah, he had a crack at that jump and just ended up face cracking.
Well, that's the round.
Perhaps TJP can garner himself here a weapon. But,
yeah. He's hoping that there's something to be found, but doesn't look to be the case. He's only got the 5-7, no Kevlar. He'll go join forces with Netic and hold on to the M4 they have here. Need to hold on to it, really, considering the heavy investment he made into the round. But that's going to be Monte tying things up. And we're quite early in the half as well. So even after posting 5 rounds in a row, Rooster starting to fall apart here. That's going to be 3 against them. 5-5, as we mentioned. And speaking of which, Monte have actually got 3 players surviving it. They've got plenty of cash going forward.
Yeah. Nice little highlight as well. But the boys on the sticks, it's just 2 MAC-10s that are on the ground there for Monte. So even if TJ did try to save a weapon, did try to find something on site, it wasn't going to be any of those rifles.
Oh dear, oh dear.
5-5, not the worst scoreline though. Rooster doing some early work, but look at the money in the bank for Monte right now. That's what's looking dangerous. They got 1, maybe 2 more buys if things start to go wrong again, which means that financial pressure can keep on being put on Rooster. And if you choke the chicken a little bit too long, you never know what's going to happen.
What Max said. Can't help but to reinforce it.
All right, all right, all right. Big round here for the Cox. We'll see if they can step up here. Up against it, fully invested. Chelios without Kevlar, gone for the glass cannon. He's had some very impactful picks across this series. Starting to simmer down, though, here on Mirage. And the default spread, once again, Monte waiting for any desperate CTs, hunting for information, overstepping the mark, and decent flashbangs to push them back as well. ASAP send back in towards the ladder room. Bomb still down in T-spawn, suggesting that's going to allow the likes of Waro to try and work a pick here. Focuses his attention towards the connector right now. And that's what Chelios is patrolling with the AWP, bear in mind.
A little scary situation is he just dodges in and out of that crosshair. Really, Waro 2K. If he can get some fight up cat, if he can get some of that space, it's going to go a long way. But it seems as though they're going to think a little bit better of it, backing up just a hair on the Monte side. Some nades coming out over there. On the A side, from the side of DemQQ.
DemQQ.
That's what I said.
That's what. Yeah, you had it right the first time.
I told you guys.
Of course, we do see Rooster understandably respecting that mid control from Monte. Every time they've tried to hustle with it, it hasn't really gone right for them. Oh, ASAP can't quite get the 2-man spray transfer, but at least he's taken one with him. Monte now postured to split into the A site. There's still that 3-pronged triangle defense. TJ going to be kicking things off with the information, and Netic is close to trade. But what else we got cooking on the A site now? Chell just trying to stop that cross out of Pal's side. Beautiful flash to get him off the line, and that is the utility usage you want to see if you're a Monte fan.
Oh, just Chelios remaining. Bear in mind, no Kevlar as well. He's in a lot of trouble here. One bullet touches him. He's going down. He's surrounded as Sam Young confirms the round as well. 3 kills for him as they take the lead 6-5. Rooster, a must-win round, slips by the wayside. They are left with $3,000 per player. Netic once again forcing the issue. Going for the M4s. I think they're just going to go all in. A couple rifles purchased here as we look back at the frags that could have been. TJP, bit of a good fight there towards the sandwich position, but bit off more than he could chew as DemQQ once again asserts his dominance, looking so strong on this A side of the map. And in terms of the force buy, so a couple of players are all in. Netic and ADK, especially the latter, dropping pretty much everything he had to enable the second M4. It's an all-in maneuver. We'll see if it yields any sort of success for them.
ADK, living the Bianca's dream. If you don't know how to play B, this is how you play B.
Well, with no Kevlar, default pistol, no money,
spotting.
$0. You just like, God, my round's been sabotaged here. They better step up. I've got nothing to do apart from jump for information.
I did my job,
Yeah.
guys. What are you doing?
It's a rough one, but very selfless of ADK.
Yeah, no mid presence by Rooster right here. Not a whole lot to fight with, right? So Monte still a little timid in the approach. That M4 off catwalk could be a problem. As it stands, Waro posted up towards ticket with AWP. We'll see Bro drop that Molotov there onto catwalk, forcing that AWP back.
Maybe into an uncomfortable position as well. Are we going to see this boost up? Is it going to work out?
Is that the
The
police?
sound of the rotating CT officers coming forward now. Shots fired. Shots fired. No officers down just yet.
Nope.
A lot of damage inflicted, and they can feel the rotations coming through here. TJP, he's got the Deagle, Kevlar, Chelios rotating with the Scout. This could be a very difficult hold. Something magnificent will have to be displayed here from the shadow position. Not going to find the kill, and that might be the round in itself. The 2M4 still alive and well, though. ASAP and Netic going to give this a go. Not giving up just yet, and for good reason. The double spray down comes through, and maybe this round is back on.
kRaSnaL not ready for the swing, and ASAP doing it all himself right now. Can't find that final man, but he's got the position. That's known. ADK picks up an AK in the meanwhile, and they need to try and slot Waro out of this position at A main.
no.
Missed opportunity, and the information's there. There's no kit, there's no smoke, and there's not much time remaining. They're happy to take both rifles, but unfortunately, Waro stomps on him, says, "Not today, mate." And that's going to be 7-5. Monte get away with another.
An exciting round. You have to admit that, but ultimately never really close to winning the round. Everyone goes down there. It was a full investment once again from Rooster as Monte find another comfortable finish. 7-5, and they're going to be buying into this once again with the little resources they have. Players hovering around $3,500. There's enough for a Chelios orb, but concessions to be made.
And really, ASAP is the whole reason that round got that close, right? He gets the triple from the top of connector, and then before you know it, you're looking at an awkward situation in which that one missed op shot could have just cost a lot of different things. So either way, 7-5 Monte currently, and rifles on both sides. Kamas and ADK, and we're going to try to jump across in mid.
TJ's reaction exactly how I'd go as well. If you one dig them through the wood, they don't die, and then you just barely miss getting that second tag. Oh, I'm feeling him. But look, Monte, they're a great team, and they're starting to find their feet here on the T side, and looking like they might be able to snag a fair few more. This force buy, let's see how it goes for them ASAP. Going to be given that M4 again, and if he can pull off something similar to the last round, then Monte could be in trouble. But
I don't know.
They need more members to fire up, right?
Yeah, I feel like right now they're just dropping off. They found a couple of interesting rounds earlier on in the half, but ever since Monte started posting consecutive wins here on the T side, that they haven't really dropped off. They've looked very comfortable. They've got an understanding of the defensive setup here. They know how to exploit the vulnerabilities, and it seems to be this window boost time and time again where they're finding success. Netic with the remedy, though. Finds him the opening pick for the first time in some time, as we'll see DemQQ with a double kill in the worst possible way, taking down a teammate in the process, but still, it's Rooster with the 4-on-3 advantage.
It looked so close to the collateral, but it didn't quite come through either way. Sap going to be tucking in the corner of Cat and waiting for a cross from Monte on site. It is just to allow some extra time for the rotations to come through. Nedic trying to figure out, is it that B hit? Are we going to rotate through? And that's the answer they were looking for. Sap going to be able to spray that one back. And in the 2v4, let's see if Monte can keep this one in the bag. DemQQ, man, sharp. But are they going to expect that second man on short? ASAP making his way forward. One bullet on the DemQQ is all that's needed, but he's got the AWP in hand. And that thing, it's going to blow right through you. Smoke down on it, and ADK. Dupro's fake. What's going on here? Knife in hand. It forced ADK to get right off, and he shat his panties.
Yeah,
and chicken shit smells horrible.
It's all gone horribly wrong here. Don't get knife in the end as well. Yeah, this is some Looney Tunes Counter-Strike going on towards the end here. And yeah, he knows that all gone horribly wrong.
A sword fight there in the side of B, my goodness.
That was a disaster. A 4-on-2 advantage given up right at the end in the most awkward. Just making an absolute mockery of the tournament here. What is this round? ADK got the kill at least, but the round was too far gone. And we get into round number 14 here, the penultimate round of this first half. And it's going to be MAC-10s against a rifle array for Rooster, but they've got no helmet, so it's the perfect call, picking the pace as well. ADK needs to pick up the pieces from the previous round. He gets the first frag, but he's flashed off. chelios, they've got another 5 versus 3. Make it 2. Surely they convert this round, Mac.
Nothing's a sure thing with DemQQ's alive, but he's gone, he's dead. And Rooster... Oh, they've read this one perfectly. 1v4 angle.
There we go.
SDY, some die young. Ain't going to be getting through them this time. Yeah. Rooster picking it up towards the end of the half, and we might have another 8 to 7 half here.
Ain't much you can do when you crouch right in front of the scope. Yeah, it really is just a dead to right sort of moment right there, usually. Nonetheless, last round of the half.
Yeah,
absolute balmy couple of rounds there.
Monte, very happy with 8 on the T side already. But Rooster, they can be pretty fierce on the T side. We'll just see how they're feeling and what they can do to turn their luck around. During half-time, game's not done, job's not done.
Oh no, far from it. 8-7's pretty standard, you know, even at top-level CS. You think that you can recover this. Sure, it's not ideal being on the CT side, but we'll see what they can make of this final push in toward the A-bomb side. chelios starting to wake up now, nails the first shot. There's significant damage to the second as well, once again with the man advantage, but they just haven't been converting these opportunities. The rotations coming through, ASAP and T-Spawn. TJP lying in wait in front of the smoke here as well. Wants to stay alive though, self-preservation deployed, and now frags required for Monte. I don't think they've got enough to work with here. 4-on-2 as Young goes down low.
Still need to get through these two. Woro, you know that he's been putting Rooster on the skewer, making it chicken shish. And Young with 38 points of health still has an opportunity. Woro ain't done. Woro's still hitting. 3v2, back to the 2v2.
Not like this,
and
boys.
It is not working too well. Rooster losing all that chemistry. Oh, Woro, he spotted that shoulder, the jump up. It's a dangerous approach, but he's gone for the high ground. TJ doing it with confidence, hitting what he needs to. And time is on his side for the moment. He's got that kit. Young playing and hoping for the shadow advantage. Shoulder to the corner. Oh, how's TJ going for it? But the slow peak ain't it. 2v5, 2v4 to end the half. Oh, that one stings a little bit, and the Roosters have been plucked. But will they be fucked in the second half? Let's find out.
See that.
What?
in this one. Makes it look too clean.
We'll go ahead and bring it right back into the fold that is Mirage. Currently, Monte sitting up 9-6. I peer to my left. I do have Mac. I peer to my right. I do see Henry as well, but also a little bit past Mac would have to be the Twitch chat. Now, I've seen some people in there typing all sorts of stuff, but I think there's one eloquent way to put it for Twitch chat is the actual shitpost gateway.
It's the shitpost gateway, yeah, the portal to the fun at least. We're going to try and bring you guys along for the ride here. The third and final map of this series has been a hell of a journey, a chaotic one, a clown fiesta at times, some absolutely balmy rounds in the previous half, but we'll see if things stabilize here as we get into round one here of this series, the final map. And ADK with the smoke, the flashbang combo, and it's going to be a fast push in towards A here, the Palace pop. And CTs don't have much in terms of defense. DemQQ with the USP on the ticket booth will avoid the flashbang at least. We'll see if he can land a couple of shots. Can he ever?
It's a cracker to kick it off. And it might be one sent back. ADK going to be able to find him just over the top of the box there. P250. And then over Cooks. ASAP going real deep. Looking for that CT control. And there's no more util to make it happen. So they're going to have to do it by committee. One on the line. And TJ looking to tap some heads. He's going to do just that. Looking for more. The swing ain't coming too wide just yet. Sumdai Young going to miss the mark, miss the bullseye, and it's Waro in a 1v3 to try and make the unthinkable happen.
Well, Rooster getting the job done here. TJP with some impressive shots there, holding his nerve towards CT spawn. Lines him up, knocks him down, unable to find the third by virtue of running out of bullets there, but Netic with a convincing finish. Doesn't get too close to deficit there, and we are going to see round number 17 looking pretty promising for Rooster, presumably against the force buy of Monte here.
Yeah, for TJP, he needed those frags right there towards ticket. He got 2 of them, had 1 bullet left. Oof. Sometimes it be like that.
Yeah, you can see it dead on. No. Oh, it's same story for both of them. So they had to hit those couple of bullets there. Got the job done. Rounds over the line here, but still not out of the woods just yet, I'm afraid. Galil's across the board for Rooster, but more importantly, we've got the force bite from Monte as they present 4 pistols and a Warrior Scout designed to do the damage. Allow the pistols to finish the job here. Initial smoke down towards middle, and they are biding their time here. Rooster, especially on Anubis map, too many committed set pieces of all 5 players into quite compromised choke points. I don't want to see that on Mirage here. Run those defaults, get some map control, and then enter once you have some information or a slight advantage at least.
It should be what you're going to see a little bit more of. Just protocols off the back of what they can find, putting pressure on both the extremities. And we'll see if they end up playing for some kind of mid control, because in the first half, they were very happy to let Monte do their thing at mid. But I have a feeling that Monte are going to be much more of a mid-oriented team once they get those rifles going.
Well, you'd have to say pound for pound, Monte have better fraggers within their ranks, at least on paper. Maybe didn't see it in that first map, especially. Rooster looked fantastic. So yeah, I would say that's a pretty accurate prediction. We should see a lot of mid-aggression from the CT side, trying to force the issue, assert their dominance. And speaking of which, they're pushing that A ramp, trying to find an opening here if possible. 2 T-sided players waiting for them at the bottom. A good smoke of 40 seconds here. Bro can actually drop this around the 30-second mark, which he should do even if he doesn't get contact. That would be amazing. It would lock them out. There's the smoke. Really well played from Bro here. This could be the round winner, that one smoke.
Really, really, really could be. And a close range with this 5-7. Rifles coming through you, and oh, the split as well going to be torn apart. Chell going to be able to salvage, and that's going to be the bomb still moving forward. 10 seconds to plant now, and the tag has happened. The bag is not far away. Monte, they've got 1 player on short. That's kRaSnaL. He's got the Deeg in hand and won't be able to deny the plant, so there's just enough time to get that one down. Sumdai Young bringing it to the 1-on-2.
My God, it couldn't be closer here, but they might have done enough here, Mac. Sumdai Young, 2 versus 1. The bomb was planted, and now they've got a decent crossfire enabled here. It would be an absolute disaster to get him anywhere close to winning this one. He's got a 10-second defuse ahead of him, so just play with the intel. Don't commit to the fight. That's it. Jump peek for information, and they should have done enough here. It wasn't clean, it wasn't pretty, but they got the job done. That's all that matters.
That is what matters at the end of the day. That's going to be an 8th round for Rooster.
Getting it across the line, the most important factor.
So well played though from Monte. They got a lot out of that force buy. Sure, they don't get the round over the line, but still very uncomfortable, very chaotic and scrappy finish for Rooster, who are just thanking their lucky stars. No hooting and hollering. After that round victory, it's a sigh of relief more than anything.
I'm sighing. I don't know if it's relief. I don't know if it's pain. I don't know what it is, but we are potentially going to see another half buy coming through to back up that Galil saved across. There was the 5-7 in the back pocket. I'm seeing that thrown across to DemQQ.
A tendency of Monte, right? A lot of force buys here. Sometimes to their detriment, to be honest with you. They're being a little bit more conservative with their approach. A few upgraded pistols, but maintaining the money around the $2,000 mark. Still, with the Galil in hand, Sundar Young definitely could have some impact. He'll be towards that connector right now. Smoked off, but going to be flashed in. As he goes for the first kill, he commits and gets a face full of shrapnel there. Opening kill once again for Rooster.
Yeah, there was an idea there. It just did not pan out. Now that Galil's left in no man's land, Voro's going to be able to snatch it up in the smoke. Pro trying to fight off from Catwalk, but again, not a round that was really destined for Monte to win. So in a 2v5, might go ahead and start those Roosters before they hatch. Just kidding.
I was a little worried there. Every time I see DemQQ going aggressive into a one-on-one affair, gets himself a rifle. I'm just expecting the worst at this point, so I'm relieved every time it doesn't happen.
Well,
9-9.
That's one way to never be let down, is to always expect the worst.
it's a good point.
Well, look, if Rooster do make it across the line today, just watch my elation at the end of the game.
Could we see a cartwheel, Mac?
Or the worm.
Or the worm? Have you got a signature move? Have we seen the front flip?
Yeah, that was a little scary.
What would this bring to the table if we see a Rooster victory? That's a question for later, perhaps, as we've got Bro now. Aggressive, of course, pushing off towards short. He does get taken down, but at least there's a trade from Sundar Young. 4-4, and the bomb's so far away, they can't really pounce on that information they've garnered towards middle. Someone needs to go back and get the C4 here, but still probing for an attack, and it's not going too well for them. Moro pushes back and looks quite comfortable here. So they're going to commit with no bomb available, so need a couple of frags at least.
Oh, they try to make that read, but DemQQ holding strong at triple. Chell trying to figure out where the swing is coming from, but Waro threading the needle. Threading those bullets. Best case scenario here, Sap does have that bomb back on the belt.
Yeah.
Might as well go for it.
He very well could. I mean, he doesn't know the site's empty, but at the same time, I mean, they're going to pounce him, right? As soon as they start to get that inkling, that nudge. kRaSnaL, the only one on 100 HP for the side of Monte, and Waro rocks 12.
And that's the only kit, I believe, which is on the ground right now. Monte don't have any on themselves.
Here we go. Might as well commit now. ASAP, get the bomb planted. No one's rotating yet. They're going to be operating in a 3-man unit. Surprising no one's even considering the transition yet. He can't believe his luck. ASAP's got all the time in the world, and he's not really wasting it because there's no rotations. So was expecting at least one player here, working out the next move. Nice open plan. And the CTs have given him enough to work with here. He's got a smoke and a flashbang. So if he can get in towards kitchen and smoke that off, that could be great. They're going to have to really be quite thorough with all their clears right now. He could be literally anywhere. He chooses towards the B apartments to position himself for the clutch, and we'll see what he can make of it. Still has the smoke and the flashbang.
No one's gone across from short, so there's 5 extra seconds that Monte don't have to play with. And ASAP going to be ready, 1 bullet. Oh, the timing, he hasn't heard that.
Wow.
He's thought it was coming from somewhere else.
Oh, that was the freebie. That was the start of the clutch.
I mean, he was real low.
Oh, that one's going to haunt him.
There was an incendiary down as well. Maybe it kind of muffled the sounds, but I think you're right. I think he assumed I was from short. He was kind of in anti-flash, hoping, he would get a chance to strike there. But that opening frag with no kits available as well, there was something there. It was brewing nicely for him.
Looks like that plant might be a slight difference maker as well with the full buy into the next. So, Rooster.
Can't believe he lucked there if he wore it.
Yeah.
Low HP. And finding a player was back turned. Monte take the lead by a slither. 10-9. As mentioned with the bomb planted, it has yielded a nice full buy here for the Australians. Taking significant damage. That's going to be ASAP. Nade to the face early on, and inquisitive CTs towards the A ramp as well. That's going to be Bro and DemQQ hoping to maintain control of this valuable piece of real estate.
If they could just drop a smoke like they did a couple rounds ago, you create a massive problem.
Absolutely.
You know, right in the middle of an execute or right towards those crunch times in the round itself. That's when you drop that smoke right there. Nonetheless, bomb starting posture towards that TV room. Still a ton of time to work with.
Yeah. Late window smoke, and Rooster potentially going to go for the late mid control. But lots of members over towards this top side of the map, this B extremity. So we'll see if we are going to see a B split come through. ADK on the lurk, just waiting for any PAL pressure, any main pressure. And looking to punish, but Monte are happy with their 2-1-2 split. And that bomb's going to be left for the moment at the minute mark. Free smoke onto window. And starting to slide closer and closer towards short, but a blocking smoke there might reroute the Rooster members. 1-3-1 set up for them. And someone's got to figure out where they're going. Chell, he's the caller. He's the big brains behind the brawn.
STY takes that forward positioning in apps. You know, maybe in the off chance that they'd go there, and it does look like they want to from the side of Rooster. 3 deep over here on the B site. First kill from kRaSnaL, second from STY, and that creates a big problem for Rooster. They found themselves in a bit of a fatal funnel, being catwalk.
Yeah. This is actually quite impressive from Monte. Very composed, reading the situations well. Aggressive positions, and now with 10 seconds remaining, there's no choice for Rooster but to go back, hold on to the weapons they have here. They've got a Chelios AWP, but this round was nothing for them. Barely did any damage, and they will not be getting money on 3 players there, but that's okay. Saving 3 weapons, they can drop a Galil from Netic, maybe an SMG from Chelios, but maybe a tactical timeout required here. Now, I haven't seen many of those today, to be honest, Matt. Can you recall even a single timeout in this series so far? I don't think we've seen one.
One or two, but we have definitely been having a good chinwag through them. Is this one... No, there wasn't a tactical.
No, no one seems to want to use it.
No one wants to use it at all.
In the third and final map, and it's going to be a very fast A approach. 4 players towards a palace. Chelios has set them up with basic utility. Full send, deep breath, and in we go.
Oh, DemQQ going to be stuck here at triple, but how's his wrap around? The util, too good. kRaSnaL keeping DemQQ alive for just long enough. Someday Young going to be able to hold and lock down CT. Oh, and those bullets just ain't hitting for Rooster right now. Monte, 5 alive in the last round, 4 alive in this round. The money going out the wazoo, and they only need 4 more in this second half to lock down the second map for themselves and the series.
Yeah, they certainly put the pressure on DemQQ there, but you know, keeping his crosshair away from where the next fight might be definitely helps too. Until then, I mean, it doesn't really matter. The cavalry arrives for Monte, the round falls in their favor, and well, for Rooster, that's not what you want to see.
No, certainly not. Bit of a Hail Mary there, and they're doing a similar approach. This is when Anubis started to unravel, Mac. There's set piece after set piece, just throwing the strap book at them. They're yet to make a dent. They're going to overlook the sandwich position, and that serves up 3 massive kills for DemQQ, and another convincing round victory as well. They're in full cruise control right now. 2 back-to-back A executions, and the same result each and every time.
He's roaring.
Cheeky little glare down the camera as well.
Right down the barrel. That's Sue. Well, it may be classy. It's not helping them out too much here. They're going to be down to a deagle on Chelios once more. Oh, overlooking that sandwich position. It's an absolute nightmare for them.
Someone's got to look, you know. Someone's got to swing one way, swing the other. At least put an eye on it. Just an unfortunate oversight. Maybe Rooster thought they had a read. You don't know what kind of prac they've been putting in.
I think that is how swinging works. Nonetheless, look at the investment from Rooster. They know where they're at right now. Troubled waters.
What can we do here, Rooster? It's not looking too good. After going up 3-0, they've now dropped 4 rounds in a row on their T-side campaign. Monte in touching distance are closing out the series. What a series it's been. It's had everything you could ever hope for. Rooster had some fantastic moments on Nuke to kick things off. A little bit quiet on Anubis, but competitive nonetheless. And starting to fade away here on Mirage. Monte were certainly the favorites going into this series, and a bumpy start, but starting to look more competitive as time goes on here. They've got a massive advantage in terms of firepower here for number 23. A minute on the clock as they try and push for control towards connector.
Yeah, top con smoke is going to block visibility there for the CTs. Bro's not sure where to position himself. He's going to take that top stairs. But as it stands, they should have pretty quick 3 there towards the A site. A trade will come out. Bro's only good for 1.
Oh, space
and now,
is good.
The vulnerability for Rooster. Unbelievable. Waro finds the first. Looks for a second. Caught inside a jungle. Netic finds DemQQ. That does create a bit of an issue.
Oh, that molly was good. Forces him out into the open. And Someday Young continuing to frag. Netic, the savior this round. 3 already found. 80k with 1. And kRaSnaL quick on the flank. But are Rooster ready for it? Where are they going to plant?
Yeah.
Out in the open. The cover is there from above, but 80k is just going to get the info. Netic has to figure out where he wants to go. And kRaSnaL, oh, read that one. Saw that shadow coming over the top. The movement, Netic He had it on Nuke, but can he do it now? Slow peek, swinging wide, but it's kRaSnaL to find it. The kill and a 14th now for Monte.
That was the only real lifeline there for Rooster, I would say. It's Nedic with a valiant effort, 3 kills in the round. Needed one more to get it over the line, but now Monte just one away from series points here. Hopes and dreams of Rooster starting to diminish, as they do have a bye, at least with the bomb going down, a maximum loss bonus, but so close yet so far once again.
And when you say diminish, obviously that means they just dropped down to that very, very lower bracket.
The absolute last
Not the mid bracket. Everybody's mid at this point.
Oof, you can see how close it was. He knew he had a fighting chance there, and still a fighting chance going forward. We're not done just yet. One away from series points, sure, but Rooster will have a nice full buy here going into round number 24. Bomb down in T-spawn, collected by Chelios. Went for the opening pick, did not connect, and they're going to reset into the default here. But like we said, CTs should be presenting a lot of aggression, especially now they have this buffer of rounds working in their favor. Here's Sunday Young at the very top, Bro behind him, flashbang deployed, and it's a nice little swing. Doesn't do too much damage, but spots 3 players there, and that's enough.
Yeah, a lot of information just out of that peek alone. You can tell they wanted to take off middle. Waro with a double zoom in on Nedic. Does create a bit of an issue for that underpass area. Right now, Rooster not sure where they want to divert their attention. Looks like they want to start heading back towards middle and maybe, you know, retake that or fight it back from middle. I mean, SDY was pretty damn close to him. So, all in all. The waiting game.
Flash across the top of Con. And Monte are in position to deal with this one, but Chell ready for the peak. DemQQ going to get crushed for the moment, but Sunday Young, ooh, just barely ran out of bullets at the wrong moment, but almost found that 3K. Big damage on a TJ. And nothing is going right for the Chooks right now.
No, it's really not. A scrappy plan will come through.
That was a tag.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they've got just nothing to work with here. Barely any HP to operate with, but plenty of skill for TJP. Aggressive spray here, has to go for the reload. Warrow's very low indeed, and Bro will have to do most of the heavy lifting. They've got a smoke available. He's got the rifle tool to steps as well. Kit is on the back of Warrow, but time is of the essence here. We're getting to the halfway point as they try and jostle for control. There's the wall bang. It connects. ADK in towards that shadow position. Presumably, it will be checked, but a missed opportunity. How many are you going to get here? And he'll go down in the end. There should be time to defuse as well with the Kit, and it's going to be series point for Monte.
Martyrdom to close
Yeah,
out.
you're right. I thought that perk was banned. Oh dear, it is going to be round 25, potentially the last round of play here. Rooster, a valiant effort today, Mac. You have to say, like, all jokes aside, I know we're having fun today, but like they're not considered a team that's going to do much here at Pro League, right? The fact you had Monte on the ropes at one point, you had them looking very uncomfortable, foolish at times on Nuke. I think they did a great job and kind of can leave this one with their heads held high. I'm not saying it's done just yet, but the way these rounds are going, they can't seem to find any footing in the very important situations.
Yeah, there's been many a moment that has made me proud as an Australian, and then many a round where I've sat there and said, well, I've seen that before. I've seen this chaos. I've seen this insanity. And that's exactly what we've gotten. But there is going to be a tactical taken here going into the final potential round here. Monte, they have 6 series points to play with, and we're finally seeing Monte's coach crack a smile.
Yeah, well, he was having just laugh off those calamity rounds earlier in the series. Like, it looked like a very different team on the server. They finally woke up on the 3rd map here, looking like their usual selves, and it could be the final round of play here on Mirage. Time will tell. It's the A execution in Rooster fashion. Going down swinging, Mac. Take us away for what could be this final round.
Swinging or flapping, who knows going to get clucked right now, but let's see if Monte can lock it all out. Looks like DemQQ going to be found, disrespecting that smoke, hoping that it stopped that one from happening. An open plant. And Rooster, in the dying moments, might be able to crack around. They got the opening, 5v4, but Monte still knocking at the door of a W and looking to make it happen with the 3-man retake from CT.
Yeah, waiting for that moment here. They're still going to go for this one. The flashbang's deployed. The swing will come through. Multiple players making themselves known here. TJP, though, making light work of the first. Sunday Young will answer back, and that should be enough for double digits here. Just the AWP remaining, and there's just no time to operate with. He's just going to try and drop the smoke on that. Suggest he might be going for it. Take some players down with the blast potentially here, but still, the round is theirs. Double digits has been achieved at the very least here. 5 in a row required for overtime, as Roosters will manage to keep 3 players alive here as well. Not bad. That's the execution of the get-go, Mac. Lots of set pieces early in this series from the Australians. Not very meta CS, but when it works and they hit their shots, it can be a beautiful thing.
That's it. They managed to get the opening. DemQQ, who's been a thorn in the side of Rooster on that A site all half long. Everything seems to get that little bit easier. Monte weren't able to make the trade game favor them. And Rooster with 3 alive. Able to put some pressure on the economy and maybe try and crack Monte in the dying moments.
Set piece again. What I can see, 4 players in towards A. They're just going to keep bombarding this A bomb site. Try and get a plant down, enable a clutch scenario for some of the heavy hitters. And yeah, once again, early commitment, the woman at 40 mark. We'll see if they can fend them off once again. DemQQ is in a lot of trouble. Sat in the smoke now, and he knows he's under a lot of scrutiny. Bullets flying his way, but he's dishing them out as well.
Still going to be able to find one right there. Smoke, a saving position, but Nedic ready for the rest of the troops to rotate straight in from CT. Warren missed opportunity, but he's been able to crack out that secondary 80k. 1v3 to keep a minute, but that ain't happening today, and it looks like Rooster are the ones to hashtag get clucked as Monte move on in that mid bracket, and Rooster will have to fight for survival all the way down low.
Oh, it was a great series though. Sure, not the result you were looking for, Mac. We came in today with, I don't know,